Today, I'm taking a break from my normal visual novel content to talk about something I really care about. When I first saw Under the Dog, I really wasn't sure what to think about it. I thought that it looked cool, but they were just asking way too much money. Now that I've recently watched Canaan, and I've thought about what Under the Dog represents, I'm going to try to convince as much people as I can to fund Under the Dog so we can hit that goal. Welcome to Rockmandash Rambles, and this is my video on why you should fund Under the Dog and what influence the show might have. Disclaimer, I was not paid to make this, and I have no relationship with the people making it. I'm just a fan that really hopes that they can hit their goal, and I want to see how something like this will influence anime in the future. I realized that as I was typing this, that I might just be echoing the Kickstarter, but I hope I can get the points out in a much clearer way. Last but not least, I'm not an expert on how this industry works, and as such, I might have some errors. I'm just a high school student talking about what they love, so you'll have to deal with it. Also, there might be a lot of anime talk that you may or may not be familiar with, so sorry. Anyways, thanks for watching. Well, I can't really convince you to fund anything without giving you reasons why I think it's awesome. First, just check out that Kickstarter page. Look at it, play the video. The production value just speaks for themselves. They don't just want another run-of-the-mill show. They are planning to make something that'll push the boundaries of animation. Straight from that Kickstarter itself, they said, "We are aiming for 100% backer-funded AAA animation quality." Looking at the PV, that's exactly what we're getting. The group under Creative Intelligence Art is out there to make something awesome. I'm seeing some great CG, high quality video, and amazing stuff all around. It's something a modern and great anime should have. Excellent directing, great character design, clean and amazing industrial design, stunning scenery, amazing action. It's just beautiful. It's like if you took some of the Shinkai movies and amplified them with action. This has the potential to be one of the best looking anime out there, matching with what Ufotable has been doing to push the boundaries with anime. Just visuals alone, I'm interested, and you should be too. This is going to be a beautiful anime if it gets funded. There's more to this than just visuals. We have an interesting story written by Jiro Ishii about being pushed into a corner, an underdog situation. To me, I find it to be an interesting theme, and it creates a story with an interesting premise. And knowing Jiro Ishii, who's made the visual novel I want to play the most but don't have any access to, 428 in a blockaded Shibuya, and he's also helped to make 999, my personal favorite, I'm expecting great writing, excellent sci-fi elements, and interesting themes with plot points that are developed well. You know, we haven't really had a well-done seinen in a while. Shows like Trigun, Gits, Code Geass, Bokurano, Darker Than Black, etc. And I realized that I really missed these type of shows. I mean, the shonens will always exist and they'll be not my cup of tea. The fan servicey shows will be there and because they're cheap and they sell well. And the romances will always be there because they're great and they are relatively cheap while being just as amazing as actions. But when I was watching Canaan, I really loved it. Partially because I'm a Type Moon fanboy, but there's other reasons too. Not because it was the greatest thing ever, but because I haven't seen this type of show in a long time. It was done okay, with solid action and an interesting story, but it had some production kinks and story issues that were just off. With Under the Dog, it's like we're getting a better version of that. Under the Dog is essentially like what Type Moon tried to do with Canaan, but with better production, similar themes, and better execution. We're getting a sci-fi action that everyone loves. On that theme, we have the amazing team that's working on this. Orange Company, who did the CG for the new Code Geass OVAs and the rebuilt Eva movies. Cinema Circus, who's made by production IG staff, who did the excellent Ghost in the Shell series. Yusuke Kozai, who's working on character design and did the character designs for Fire Emblem Awakening. And the director, Mashiro Ando, who did Canaan, and he has a ton of industry experience. We have an amazing team here, and with all this talent, it's almost a given that we'll get something amazing. This is a dream team of industry experts who know what they are doing. It looks great, sounds great, and will probably have a great story. Under the Dog, however, is its own underdog, and it's fighting for the right to exist. What Creative Intelligence Arts is trying to get funded is not an anime series, but an episode that represents a pitch. You may be asking then, why are they asking for all this money, and why are they even asking for money in the first place when they are industry experts? Most people really don't realize this, but anime is expensive. Not just to buy, but also to make. For something to look good, somebody has to be paid to make for it. And the process of getting anime funded and made is insane. This is also explained at the bottom of the Kickstarter page, but most people won't really read that much of it. Here's a video by Digibro that explains this very well. This Kickstarter is not just about the show, but to shake up the anime industry, or to at least provide some people with the directive freedom to make what they want. The anime industry is focused on making money like everyone else, but they sacrifice originality, high production values, and creativity to get there. The perception of anime, the fan base, and the market makes the industry wary of trying new things, so we get adaptations of shows that only appeal to the hardcore otaku, or shows that try too hard to grab an audience. I do not mind most of these shows, but diversity really is the key. Why can't we have our kick-ass action shows with amazing stories and well-done themes, and have our amazing romantic comedies? I understand that shows are made to gear a profit, but in this process they lose so much. Why should we have to deal with these butchered adaptations instead of seeing what they should be? If the industry wasn't so geared on making merchandise, we'd be seeing more of people's favorites like Haruhi, or maybe even something new, like a Move Love adaptation done right. What if these companies wanted to try something new? Why restrict the creativity of talent and dilute the quality of work just to sell more gear? As a fan, don't you want to support what represents the common interest of both the consumer and the creator? Yes, there are stuff that is great, that bomb, like Nichijou, Redline, and Aoi Bangaku. But we got Evangelion out of letting Hideki Anno do his own thing, and we're getting Zankyo no Terror out of what Watanabe wants to do. Why can't we let Jiro Ishii get a shot? We are funding an episode to show the industry that yes, there is an interest. Yes, this is a type of show that will sell, and it will be amazing. We are showing it to them that this is the type of show we like, and we like people to do what they want to do. While this is just funding a single episode, and to the consumer it doesn't make sense because it's literally $1 of the minute, that's not the point. It's not about what you're getting quantity-wise. It's about making someone willing to foot the bill to see this dream come true, so we can have Under the Dog become one of the greatest anime in a long time. At this point in time, Kickstarters for anime are more symbolic than anything. Kickstarters are mostly a Western thing with no Japanese support yet, so it's us fans in the West that are funding it all, which ignores the bread and butter fans they have over there. It's a symbolic thing of a company trying to do something new, to break away from the chains of normal production. This exact same thing happened with Little Witch Academia from Studio Trigger, and then they got the funding to make something you are all familiar with. Kill la Kill. I'm not sure how much the Kickstarter influenced Kill la Kill, but they certainly got attention from publishers in Japan to let Trigger do whatever they want. It was a way for the industry to realize that we are serious about this hobby over here. We funded a show all by ourselves. It showed that we care about these small, innovative studios, and they should too. We need to keep this drum beat. But we also need to show how much we love these type of shows. I mean, I know there are a lot of you guys out there that are like, 90s anime is the best. Well, I'm not one to follow that doctrine. I still love a lot of shows from that era. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that do too. The West is where they were originally popular. If you didn't know, Cowboy Bebop and Trigun tanked in Japan. And they were popular here. Yes, there are some exceptions like Fate Stay Night and Zankyo no Terror, but for the most part, these action shows are gone. If you want these shows that have high quality writing with great animation and great action, we need to prove that we care about these. We'll need to fund this to show to the anime industry in Japan that people in the West still love these kind of shows, and hopefully this will start a trend towards having those shows available. Diversity in anime is a good thing. Why not have more? We need to continue this and show them we care. Most fans just can't get over the value proposition. Hell, I was like that a few days ago. As of writing, we have 12 days to go and 250,000 out of the 500 to 80,000 we need. That is a lot to fund. Please do me a favor and spread this out as much as you can. I really want to see this happen. As a poor high school student, I don't have a lot of money to chunk in, so I'm trying to make in the difference by getting the word out. Let's get this all over the web, and I certainly will be doing my part to spread this out to every anime site I know, and you should too. Also, don't just spread the word, try to legit fund this. If I can put in $5, most of you should be able to match me. Every little bit helps. Let's get this goal through. This has been Rockmandash. See you later.